Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Blue Podcast Tiers. It is the Golden Show. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a tier list on the away/fair kits, which is something Ben here has been really wanting to do. So today is
Um,
the day that we make it happen. So give me 2 seconds. My mom's calling me. Oh,
oh dear.
right, so we're going to be doing a tier list on basically the second and third kits for the Premier League. We've got three different categories here. So we've got obviously the one which is the worst. My eyes are bleached. And then we've got for one did a kid design this, which is basically meh, it's okay. And then we've got two, which is obviously incredibly good. So we've got basically all the kits here. So there's some away kits, but well, there's all the away kits and there's some fair kits like for some of the teams. Obviously, some of the more controversial ones. So, starting off with Leicester's away kit, which is like a light blue with basically black white and one the sponsor. What do you think, Ben?
Uh, it's just average, isn't it? It's just average.
I think it's
I
really.
don't
I think maybe you could design this pretty much.
like. What would you say? Would you say it's like bit better, or would you say it's like bit meh?
It's meh. Like I wouldn't
Yeah,
personally spend 90 quid on that if
yeah.
it was Chelsea's.
I
It's
wouldn't.
just
I
like
wouldn't put it. I wouldn't say my eyes are bleached though. Like, I think it's pretty standard. I think.
I think we'll say did a kid design this because I think a kid
Yeah.
legitimately could. I could
Yeah.
legitimately sign this.
Yeah.
Right, Liverpool's away kit just white. Uh, I actually like it though. I actually think it's
It's
kind of
not
nice.
not bad. It's difficult though, because like naughty, you would think would be like upper echelon
Wait,
hits.
it's on a row below. We'll go for
Oh,
um, it's heating up. There
it's
we go.
heating up. Yeah, we can put it in there. Yeah.
I think it's even though it's really basic and it's just pure white. I actually
Mm.
love the tone of white. I think it's just like I think I think with the red Liverpool badge, it goes really well with the whole kit.
Mm.
I do
Yeah,
like
it's
the black on the short sleeve.
like an
So yeah,
off-white as well, isn't it?
but Liverpool's yeah, kit, I don't like this at all.
I don't. No, I don't like the color scheme at all.
I
No.
think yellow for Liverpool as a fur kit is absolutely diabolically bad.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
that's
No,
absolutely woeful.
yeah. I mean, it's not the worst kit on there. But yeah, it's at the bottom end of the spectrum.
Would you say it's as bad as your eyes are bleached, or would you be more like the kid design this? Like,
But it's not like the Leicester kit's better than it, so probably my eyes are
uh,
bleached in that one.
Liverpool fans coming for us in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that kid at all. Like, I think that
yeah,
kid is absolutely horrifically bad.
that's horrible.
Man City's away kit. I like this. I think
Naughty.
you like it, yeah.
Yeah, naughty. I like it.
Wait, why do you like it so much?
It's just clean, isn't it? It's just like I just think it just looks so clean. And obviously it's got like that gradient on like the badges and stuff that I think it works well. I mean, if actually I'll put it this way, so in the Community Shield they wore those like bluey green shorts and it looks awful. But with the white shorts, which is what it's supposed to be with, it looks really clean. So we'll do it with the white. Say we're doing it with the white shorts. I'd go naughty.
All right, yeah, I do agree. I like the. I think I was probably one of the more better kits that
Mm.
they released. City's fur kit. Come on, come on, man. This is literally
Yeah,
the worst
yeah.
fur
No,
kit
no,
ever.
it's my eyes are bleached, but it's better than that Liverpool kit, and it's better than
Better than the Liverpool kit.
yeah,
No
and it's
way.
better than another kit on that's coming off by your team.
But you think so? You think that's worse than the Liverpool one?
Yeah, I like the Liverpool ones. Not like I would rather. I mean, obviously, any City kit I would rather get, but like I actually rate that City kit better than the Liverpool kit.
Don't tell me you're
Like,
gonna buy that though. Don't tell me you think you're
I
gonna buy
I
that.
just don't like the color scheme on the Liverpool kit at all.
But but like it's Man City. It's not even Manchester. It's Man City on the
It's
front of it.
modern. It's modern. It's minimalist. That's what it
Like
is.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Manchester United's second kit. It's okay. I actually think
okay.
it's
I know United, like my United fan mates love this kit because it's like sort of a modern take on a classic kit. But I wouldn't say it's like upper echelon stuff. Like I'd say it's decent, but it's either it's heating up or maybe.
mm, yeah, I would agree. I think what would have made this kit really bad is like maybe some like dark blue on the shoulders instead of
Yeah,
the red.
I think yeah,
I don't think the red and the check and that
yeah.
I don't
I
think the
think
red and the pan goes well together.
yeah, I think it's because the classic kit had the red, so it's copying that. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
So we'll go with it's heating up then, yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll agree on
yeah.
that. I like this one. I like this fur kit a lot from United,
I like this one.
especially with
Yeah, this one's
again
decent.
against Southampton. They didn't wear the right shorts of it because it was
Yeah,
a color
I was gonna
clash.
say it's like City's away kit that with the right shorts it is nice, but those yellow shorts takes it down to my eyes are bleached. Like they were awful.
The yellow shorts taking down top four.
Yeah,
I would personally, is it as good as the Man City away kit?
not for me, obviously, but I mean it is good. Don't get me wrong. For a third kit, like it's experimental enough but clean enough to sort of still look all right. But yeah, nothing there.
I'm going to I'll put in a team up. Yeah, I think a Man City kit gets its own wee
Yeah,
tier for now.
it's
Now
good.
with Southampton's away kit.
I don't like the color. I don't like the colors on these Southampton kits.
You
If they
don't
just
like
had
it
a
at all.
normal color, their kits would probably go up a notch. But it's probably, yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. Maybe he did a kick design this, maybe, but I'm not a fan of the color. I can't get past the color.
You don't like yellow, do you? You don't like.
Yellow just looks a bit rank to me. I don't know
I
why.
I think that's just a really it's just basically a yellow kit with the Southampton logo and sponsor stock on it. It's like literally like
Yeah,
it would take you no, yeah, a kit, yeah, definitely a kit to sign that.
yeah.
Spurs away kit.
Uh, it's different. It's different. I don't know if it's definitely better than the third kit anyway. Did a kid design this probably?
I just don't understand the contrast of colours.
Yeah, I mean they're trying that sort of gradient thing a little bit, but it's like it's a bit weird. Like I don't know, bit
Yeah, I did
swirly.
a kit to sign this.
Yeah,
What about the fur kit?
my eyes are bleached. That's awful. What the hell is that?
But let me get it. Let me see. Spurs. Spurs. Let's see if we can get
Better,
a better
photo.
picture of this.
Yeah.
Alright, so okay, so this is Spurs fur kit then. So that one we've just did Spurs fur kit.
Oh no, there it is. Bot bit for there you go. Is that the third
That's
kit? I think
right.
it is.
That is the fur kit. Yeah.
That's awful. No. That's awful.
You don't like.
Our third kit's better than that. Yeah,
It's actually all purple and you just throw in like a splash of white
that's
there.
awful. At least ours is like uniform. Like what the hell? No.
And that sponsor on the front of it, like I just no, that's
I
awful.
told you our third kit wasn't the worst one on here. I'd say the other two is the worst.
Arsenal's away kit. I'm gonna say my eyes are bleached. I think that's a terrible thing, like a terrible.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I'm not a fan of yellow kits, so obviously, it's not
That's
quite the
like
same.
yellow. That's
Yeah,
like it's like a
it's not
worse
quite
tone
the
of yellow.
same shade, but I think people quite like the retro look of it, don't they? But I'm not a fan of it, me. Like probably like you say, my eyes are bleached for me. But I know that quite because it's got the has it got like a retro badge or something on it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but nah, not for me.
Eyes are
Not for
bleached.
me.
Watford's. I like this. I like this one a lot. I really like this one.
Hey, yeah, I mean it's quite standard, isn't it? It's in the middle, isn't it? It's like yeah, could be.
I go for it heating up. I think that tone of red's beautiful. I think it's
I can back that. I can back that.
I
I
just
can
think
back.
that that just screams to me. it's just really hot and good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
no,
put
that's
them
fair. I
there.
can back that.
West Ham's kit. No, this is interesting. Um,
It's a bit different for West Ham.
let's get a better image of it. So we're West Ham away kit. Okay, let's see what we think about this one. So West Ham's away kit. Nope, I don't want the bat. Go away. Right, West Ham's away kit. So this one here.
Yeah.
What,
It's different. I don't know if it's quite up top tier, but
it looks like a Coventry City kit. That's
yeah,
what's,
it's. Well, I mean, you can't go for the same thing every year, can you? But yeah, I mean, I'll go. Maybe not. Go up. Did a kid design this? Because I won't say it's like absolute trash, but yeah. Unless that's what you think, and maybe we can have a discussion.
I think it's. I actually like it. I think it's heating up because
Really?
I think it's a nice light of blue mixing in nicely with the
I mean,
white.
fair.
The
I can
finger
back
root
it.
through is that sponsor. The finger through before it's that sponsor. That
Yeah,
sponsor, right? Like that, just like
yeah,
a white box with.
yeah. I mean, I can back it. It's heating up, but if you wanna make it did a kid design that, I can back that as well. Well,
I see. I like that. I like that one more.
that
What
was that last season's
I,
the
I
other one.
like I like
Yeah,
that
that
one
was
more.
that
Yeah,
was last season's. Yeah, it's
I
not
like
bad
that
though.
one much more. I think that one's much better than that one though.
Yeah, I mean they've changed it up, but yeah, last
Yeah, I'm
season's a
gonna
bit.
go kid to kid design this. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. Man City's still the only one so far. Uh,
Woo!
Wolves away kit. Wolves away kit. I'm gonna get a better image of that one. Like this, it's not even showing the full
Yeah.
thing.
I
That's
mean, it's Castore, isn't it? That new kit manufacturer that I'm not sure about them.
right. So Wolves away kit. Let's see. Can we just say can we just say that this was not this was a terrible. This
That
was
was
last year. It
awful.
was last year. It
Yeah.
was
I
absolutely.
think that's why they binned off Adidas, to be fair.
Right, so okay, apparently this is their second. This is their away kit, not
Must
the
be a
one.
third kit.
That's,
Actually, it
that's,
says third kit at the top, doesn't it? On the one
uh,
uh, if you scroll up, it's at the top. Yeah, there's third kit.
oh yeah, so what do you think of that?
It's clean. It's not setting the world alight, but it's clean. I wouldn't say it's my eyes are bleached. Maybe a kid designed it, maybe sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's like it's basic. It's just,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing. I just I like that kit. That away, their away kit. Though, I like that. That away
Yeah,
kit.
it's like again, it's experimental enough, but it still looks enough like an away kit. I like the white kit more though, to be fair.
Arsenal. I
Mm.
think Arsenal's fur kit. I'm gonna go to the kit design. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, no, it
I
could
think
be my eyes are bleached. That one.
Ooh,
Not sure about that pattern there. Not sure about that pattern.
let's get better. We'll get a better picture up.
Yeah, to be fair, get a better photo. Yeah,
Arsenal away kit. So is it the away kit or the? Yeah, that's their fur kit. That yellow one is their away kit. So fur kit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll look at Aubameyang.
Maybe,
I think it looks better there.
yeah, maybe not. Maybe not my eyes are bleached. Yeah, but did a kid design this? So I go with that one.
I disagree. I think that's it's heating up. I like
Really?
that. I like
Fair.
that a lot. Yeah, I'd buy one.
Oh, oh. Nah, I might have to stamp keep hold my ground here. I think it's a kid design that.
Nah, nah, I can't. I actually like that. I put out it's heated up.
No,
Best way
fair enough.
to best way to describe that. We're going to see that's the blue podcast on Snapchats. So I'm gonna send it in.
Oh yeah. We'll
We'll,
go.
we'll,
We'll move on.
so we'll let the blue podcast decide that. Um, Brentford yellow kit again.
Yeah, it's very meh. Uh, Yeah, kid designed it. Oh, my eyes are bleached. Either of those. It's
I'm gonna
just it's,
go. I'm going to go with my eyes are bleached. I don't like it at all.
it's a very like sharp shade of yellow, isn't it? Um, yeah, I can back that. I can back that.
Okay, my eyes are bleached. Right, this Brentford, this Brighton bluish one. I'm put at it heating up. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I've
I,
not seen it that much. You should, thingy. We get a better photo.
Brighton. I like it a lot, to be
Is
honest.
this? Ooh, is this a contender for naughty?
I like that. I'm sorry. I love. I actually love. I think that's a beautiful shoot. I like it. I
Yeah,
absolutely
it
like
could be. I can I can back it. It's heating up, but I mean, it could be naughty. It could be pushing naughty.
I think yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I absolutely I think that's a great kit. Let's go for that. Naughty. So Man City's been defeated.
Yeah.
Chelsea away kit.
My eyes are bleached. That is the worst. That is so bad. It's so bad.
Let's have a
What
look
are the what
closer
if
up.
it didn't? What are the lines across it for? If it didn't have those lines, it probably look all right. But it's absolute trash. God,
What we think?
nah, no. What? Nah, it's awful. What the hell? Tom likes this one, you know. Tom likes it. I'm like, what? It
Todd
looks
likes this.
awful. It's
That's nah,
awful.
man. Like even this
It,
one's awful. That one's
yeah,
worse
I
than
mean
the
that's
yellow one.
better. It's better than the yellow one, I think. I don't
I
like that
like
yellow one at all.
that kit was nice,
Yeah, true, true.
but
I like
but that
your home
one,
kit this year is very experimental, but it's better than that yellow kit. That
nah,
yellow kit is
that,
awful. Our third kit's better than that yellow kit. It actually is.
But what's worse between the Liverpool yellow kit and the Chelsea one?
The Chelsea one, I don't like those lines at all, mate.
Right?
That
Those
Chelsea
li-
one.
those lines
Oh
don't you don't like those lines no?
no, I just don't think it. You should get rid of the lines and it's clean. It just makes it not clean, I think.
Chelsea fur kit.
Uh, I've not seen it much. Maybe did a kid design this? Maybe.
Uh, I don't actually think before. Yeah, if I'm not too mistaken.
Ooh, maybe higher. That's all. Ooh, for a third kit, it's experimental, but enough. But it's still clean enough.
I think it's heating up.
I can,
I
I
think that's
can,
solid. I
I
think
can, I
that's
can
solid.
back it. It's heating up. Yeah,
I think that is absolutely solid. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with
yeah.
that. What Crystal Palace away kit?
Yellow kit again. No,
No, yellow with with a nice coloured
yeah, it's
stripe.
a bit different. Bit different. Did a kid design this movie?
What did we get? Let me see. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I can agree with
Yeah.
that. Everton's kit. I'm going
Yeah.
straight Molly.
So
I like this. I like
you,
this a
woof.
lot.
Not even oh.
I like that one a lot. I really like that one.
Get a better photo. I'll have a look. I've not
Everton
seen it
kit.
much. Is it awake?
Oh, I'm assuming so. Yeah. Everton away kit. That's clean, man. That's beautiful. I like that.
It is pretty clean with the black badge and sort of the blackout brand and stuff, and then the sash. Yeah, no, it is nice. I'd say that's better than the Brighton one. I won't lie.
Oh, you said it's better than the Brighton one.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'll be going into the naughty section then.
yeah. So
Apparently the Leeds logo, apparently Leeds kit's just a logo. So yeah,
yeah,
gonna have to get a picture of this up. So the Leeds away kit. Let's see.
well, it must be the no. That's last season's. Oh no, it's
That's
not. It must be the third kit then.
Actually, no, actually, there's our first kit there.
Yeah, it's the third kit, isn't it?
We'll have to go into JD Sports and we look at this one.
Woo!
I Okay, so this is their away kit then. Just once it eventually loads.
Yeah,
Maybe just want us to see it.
isn't that bad?
There we go. Elite away kit.
It's all right. Very standard.
I'm going my eyes are bleached
Really?
because it's Leeds United.
Nah, I'd go did a kid design that. I don't think that's in the set. It's not quite down there. It's
W-
such.
Would you pay £60 for it?
Oh, pay £60 shirt. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, like yeah. So
So
yeah,
you
no,
go
I
for
wouldn't go. Yeah, I'd
the
go
kid
for
design this.
yeah.
Right, so there is our.
We got any replies
No,
from the
nah, Tom was too busy being Tom, and yeah,
no, well,
yo,
where did you want to put it?
my eyes are bleached
Fair. Yeah, that'll do.
because it's Arsenal. And, Arsenal deserve to, or as well, Arsenal deserve. So that is our kit tier list there. Are you happy? Anything you want to potentially change? So, yeah.
No, uh, no, it looks all right to me.
All right, that sounds good.
Nice.
So that's our tier list, everyone, for the away kit slash fur kits. If you obviously please let us know in the comments what you guys think. If there's any you agree with or disagree with. Um, if there was one kit you had to say was the absolute best and one kit that was the absolute worst, okay, so your most liked and your most hated, what would it be?
My most liked is City's away kit, obviously, and the worst is Chelsea's away kit. That's the worst.
Chelsea's away kit's worse than the City fur
Yeah,
kit.
yeah. No, I mean that just because it's Chelsea, but I think that Spurs third kit is not great. Like I'm not sure what they were thinking with the Spurs third kit. Um, but yeah, we'll go Chelsea's away kit. Why not?
Sounds good. So before we wrap it up, I just want to briefly ask you about the Man City start to the season. Obviously, we're on the international break, so
Mm.
might as well dive into it. Starting off with your transfer window, would you say it was probably an underwhelming transfer window in the end?
Uh, I mean, obviously in the context of getting a striker, it is, but um, in terms of in terms of getting Grealish and stuff like that, it's he's a quality player, he's a good addition, and in effect, our team is effectively the same team as last year. The only change is Aguero's gone out, Grealish has come in. That's the only change. So in that context, it's like it's been okay because there was rumours that we're going to lose lots of players, and I think it's been quite key that we've kept those players because if we'd lost them, then we would have been weaker than last season, basically. But because we haven't, we're still effectively in the same place. It's just that everyone else has strengthened, which is where it gets interesting. But in terms of you know not letting those players go, we've not allowed ourselves to be worse off than last season, basically.
Mm,
Um, yeah.
That's fair enough. What about this whole Ronaldo saga? Because obviously it looked like you were originally going to sign Ronaldo first. It
Yeah,
sounded like
I
you were
mean,
going to sign Ronaldo first, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden that deal collapsed. City pulled out, and United got him.
yeah.
What do you think it was? Because Pep said they would have signed him anyway. So what do you actually think happened?
Basically,
Was it?
basically, the way I see it, and I'll say about what I was saying as well in a minute, but the way I see it is Mendes. Ronaldo wanted out. Mendes was offering him to clubs left, right, and centre. City were the only ones going, well, maybe we'll just having chats, like maybe they'll be interested. Like the only ones because Kane had fell through. And all the journalists and Twitter people got excited, a bit Twitter tweet happy, Twitter happy. and started putting out tweets saying, "Oh, City, nearly agreed a contract, might be willing to pay a transfer fee now." And then the morning of when United went in for him, they're like, "Contract was never agreed. They were never willing to pay a fee. It was never close, even though they were saying it's close like the night before." So it's like, what sort of information are you giving out? But I mean, my dad, from the minute it was rumored, he was like, "Not happening, not coming City." I was like, "All right," and then I said, "Oh, apparently we're in for Ronaldo's defo leaving Juventus," and he was like, "Not to City." I was like, "All right," and then I was like, "Oh, he's left the training ground. He's defo signing for someone." So he's like, "He's not coming City." I was like, "Brilliant." And he just from the minute the rumor was like, it's not happening. And I think the last one was like, it was he was flying somewhere, and I was like, oh, he's flying, and my dad was like, yeah, he's not coming City. And I was like, but he from minute one he knew it wasn't happening, because
Do you,
obviously he felt like for a long
do,
time.
do you think Pep maybe didn't want him because he wouldn't have set the system because he doesn't press, he doesn't, he doesn't press,
Yeah.
he doesn't work hard off the ball, he wouldn't put in that intensity he wouldn't put in that intensity like he likes his teams to do. Do you think there's an element of that?
Maybe, but I think it was more sort of the financial side of it, where I think when City were sort of having the sort of just conversations, not even like formal negotiations, or just having conversations, they were thinking of offering him 230k, and then United have given him 480k. So I think City were never willing to pay what they wanted. So like that's why I think it wouldn't have happened anyway. And they were never willing to pay a transfer fee, which is another reason why it wouldn't have happened anyway. So but yeah, in terms of footballing perspective, like I say, it wouldn't really have fit in. I'm sure they would have sort of worked something out, and it wouldn't. It would have been the risk. The risk is always the effect on the dressing room it has. Not that it would have been a bad effect, but you just never know when you introduce a new player, and especially a new player of that magnitude, how it's going to affect the dressing room. So
Well, what do you think City fans would welcome him after his time at Manchester United? All the things he said about Man United. Was there any hint
yeah,
or
no, I don't.
no?
Yeah, I think obviously there would be some City fans that would have been like, no chance, don't want him in the team because he's played for United. Um, a lot of City fans would have been like, yeah, get him in, not even just for the footballing like perspective, just to annoy for United fans' perspective. That's what a lot of City fans were thinking. Um, but yeah, there will have been some who would have never been happy with it. Um, like I say, purely because he's played for United, and purely because of sort of the wages and the effect on the dressing room, um, and what they would see as an imbalance to the squad, sort of thing. Which is fair enough. I can see that. I was in the camp of like, just do it to annoy United fans, but like, it's just one of them ones, really.
So the second, so the next, the second last one I'll ask you. Well, Harry Kane, obviously, was this just a matter of Daniel Levy just being far too stubborn? But is that literally all it is? Is that Daniel Levy just not willing to sell?
Well, that's what it seems like. From the outside looking in, that's what it seems like. Um, I think yeah, like it's just strange one that City did for like I've spoken about it before. It seems like this season they've had a slight change in strategy in terms of transfer strategy, where they've gone for they've never spent over 60 million, and then suddenly they've gone 100 million on Grealish, and then they were willing to go to 100 and like 20 odd on Kane. But it's strange that they didn't have an alternative, unless um, in the back of their minds, Haaland was the alternative next summer, and they were for 75 million. Um, but even that, I can see City being put off by the contract fees, the agent fees, the transfer fee will be no problem, and then like fees for his dad. It's the sort of thing that City will be put off by and just be like, "No, we're not interested in that," because that just doesn't fit the transfer strategy. It doesn't fit the sort of structure of the club, or the wage structure of the club, and the, like I say, the strategy and the just the way the club does things, basically, and the sort of the overall um, sort of running of the club. It doesn't suit. So, I mean, obviously, any team would love to have Haaland from a footballing perspective, but from a financial perspective, it'll be a lot of money. And then you also have the caveat of his agent's Raiola. So every 2-3 years, it'd be like, I'm off unless you give us more money, probably.
My final question
It's one of them ones.
my final question is, what have you made of the season so far? So actually, what have you made of the season so far? And then also, what did you make of the absolutely horrific Champions League group that you've been put into this year?
Uh,
Obviously, I know as a City fan, you may laugh at people saying that City always get the easy drawers, but this Champions League draw is certainly not easy.
yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's a difficult group. I'd like to think we'll still get through. So obviously Bruges, I'd like to think we'll beat them. Leipzig without Nagelsmann, I would like to think we'd beat them. PSG will be difficult. Like it could be a win and a loss against PSG, or a couple of draws, or win and a draw and a loss, something like that. If I had to bet, if I was a betting man and I had to bet where would go in the group now, I'd say second. But I mean, this thing about us getting the easy group, I remember early on in the Champions League us getting difficult groups all the time. So, but I do get it. More recently, we have had easier groups, so getting away from that.
No Shakhtar though. It's really sad.
Yeah, they're usually like a staple of our fixture list. They're almost as much of a staple as our league fixtures.
They
Like,
always beat you. They always beat you though. At least in
no,
one
we
of the games.
don't. We've
Oh, in
lost
one of the
them
games.
once. We've lost them once.
No, twice. Definitely
Twice. Out of how many games? Like 10. Like,
And you lost to
but
Basel 1 year too.
yeah, that was like, let's use last game of the group stage where you bin it off a little bit. But yeah, no, obviously it's difficult, but yeah, I'd like to think we can get through. But
Yeah.
obviously, without a striker, it'll be more difficult as well.
And are you happy with your season so far? Obviously, besides the opening day result against Spurs, I guess. No,
Mm.
you haven't had anyone too difficult than Norwich and Arsenal. Obviously,
Yeah.
you just mounted Arsenal.
Yeah, you can only play who's in front of you. But it's obviously um, not great to start the season with a loss. But if you look at the 11, it's obvious. It's the reason why. When you're playing a team like that or a back four like that, you're basically asking to concede and asking to lose. And I got why he did it some ways, but other ways it didn't really make sense because of like he was doing it for players coming back from international, but he was playing some internationals further forward, so didn't really get it. But the next two games, obviously, it's Norwich and Arsenal, but we've played the 11 that is more or less going to be the 11 that our best 11. You can take the attackers all you want, but all in all, that's probably going to be like our best 11 or the 11 that will play in the big games.
You really
Yeah.
think Jay Sislo is a winger going forward? Is a long term solution?
As a winger, no, I don't like. No, I don't mean like that solves our striker problem, but it solves the problem of Jesus not playing well for us because he's not playing striker for us unless we really need him to again. It's a Torres or a false nine is the way what's going to happen going forward. But yeah, obviously it's um, a new asset that have got Jesus playing on the wing, playing well on the wing. But like you say, it doesn't solve us not having a striker. Just hopefully Torres and whoever's playing false nine can fill in and do well there whilst we don't. Because because I mean Torres. I mean Pep's already said it. He's got more of a predator instincts than Jesus, and his movements are a lot better as a striker. So he's more suited to that than Jesus, which is why, I mean, obviously he suggested there that Jesus is going to be playing the wing for the foreseeable future, and Torres or a false nine is the alternative. Well, the way going forward for a striker. Obviously the alternative to actually getting a striker, which we didn't. But yeah.
That's perfectly fair enough. So let's just bring the end to the episode here of the Golden Show here this Friday. So no George with us this week, unfortunately. George has someone will come up, but obviously we've had Ben coming. He got to do his tier list. That's I'm very happy, and so just spoke about a bit about Man City, just give you an episode a bit more of a length for you to enjoy. So anything you really want to say, Ben? No, just that's you done for the day.
No, that sounds all right to me.
All right, so
Yeah,
everyone,
so
if you enjoyed the video,
to me.
make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the Blue Podcast. We want to be getting 900 subscribers by the end of September. I think that's what we've set, which is an ambitious goal set by our boss. But of course, we're gonna do it. So that's what Tom does. Also, make sure to share it with all your friends if you're interested. Comment on what you think about the tier list and what you think about Manchester City season. And as I said, Ben will be back on the Blue Podcast on I think the Purple Show. You guys might be doing a Purple Show on Sunday, I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of bet everywhere.
Oh, aye.
So that's it from us. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.